So today our speaker is Dr. Ramesh Gupta ji, and so we will like to hear from him. I'm going to spotlight him. Namaste, Dr. Gupta ji.
नमस्ते डॉक्टर साहब।
नमस्ते जी, नमस्ते डॉक्टर साहब।
आपको सुनाई दे रही है मेरी आवाज डॉक्टर गुप्ता?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
डॉक्टर गुप्ता से पूछ रहा हूँ।
ओह सॉरी।
मेरा कल 40 है। शुरू करूं?
हाँ, शुरू कर दीजिए।
It's a privilege to be a part of this distinguished
We cannot hear you.
अब आ रही है आवाज?
अब आ रही है।
I said it's a privilege to be a part of this distinguished group called Arya Samaj, always has been, and the Sabha. आइए सबसे पहले उस परम पिता परमात्मा के सानिध्य में जो नित्य कर्म है संध्या उसको करते हैं। तो प्लीज क्लोज योर आईज एंड रिसाइट ओम 3 times first, then the Gayatri month, then rest of it. ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। तूने हमें उत्पन्न किया, पालन कर रहा है तू, तुझसे ही पाते प्राण हम, दुखियों के कष्ट हरता तू। तेरा महान तेज है छाया हुआ सभी स्थान, सृष्टि की वस्तु वस्तु में तू हो रहा है विद्यमान। तेरा ही धरते ध्यान हम, मांगते तेरी दया। ईश्वर हमारी बुद्धि को श्रेष्ठ मार्ग पर चला। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ओम शन्नो देवीरभिष्टये आपो भवन्तु पीतये शयोरभिस्रवन्तु न। ओम वाक् वाक्, ओम प्राण प्राण, ओम चक्षु चक्षु, ओम श्रोत्रम श्रोत्रम, ओम नाभि, ओम हृदयम्, ओम कंठ, ओम शिर, ओम बाहुभ्याम यशो बलम्, ओम करतल करपृष्ठे, ओम भू पुनातु शिरसि, ओम भुवः पुनातु नेत्रयो, ओम स्वः पुनातु कंठ, ओम महः पुनातु हृदय, ओम जन पुनातु नाभ्यम्, ॐ तप पुनातु पादयो ॐ सत्यं पुनातु पुनः शिरसि ॐ कम्रं पुनातु सर्वत्र ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ महः ॐ जनः ॐ तपः ॐ सत्यम् ॐ ऋतं च सत्यं चाभिद्वा तपसोऽध्यजायत ततो रात्र जायते ततः समुद्रो अर्णव ॐ समुद्रादर्णवादधि संवत्सरो अजायते अहोरात्राणि विदधद्विश्वस्य मिषतो वसि ॐ सूर्या चन्द्रमसौ धाता यथा पूर्वमकल्पयत् दिवं च पृथ्वी चान्तरिक्षमतो स्वः ॐ शन्नो देवीरभिष्टये आपो भवन्तु पीतये शयोरभिस्रवन्तु नः ॐ प्राचीदिगग्निरधिपतिरसितो रक्षितादित्याः इषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं दुष्मस्तं भोजं भेदद्मः ॐ दक्षिणादिगिन्द्रोऽधिपति स्थिरश्चिराजि रक्षिता पितर इषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं भोजं भेदद्मः ॐ प्रतीचीदिग्वर्णोऽधिपति प्रदाकु रक्षितान्नमिषवः तेभ्यो नमो अधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं भोजं भेदद्मः ॐ उदीची दिक्सोमोऽधिपति स्वजो रक्षिता शनिरिषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं भोजं भेदद्मः ॐ ध्रुवादिग्विष्णुरधिपति कल्माषग्रीवो रक्षिता विरुद इषवः तेभ्यो नमो अधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं भोजं भेदद्मः ॐ उद्वयं तमसस्परिस्वः पश्यन्त उत्तरं देवं देवत्रा सूर्यमगन्मं ज्योतिरुत्तमम् ॐ उदितं जातवेदसं देवं वहन्ति केतव दृशे विश्वाय सूर्यम् ॐ चित्रं देवानामुदगादनीकं चक्षुर्मित्रस्य वरुणस्याग्ने आप्राद्यावा पृथिवी अन्तरिक्षदं सूर्य आत्मा जगतस्तु च स्वाहा ॐ तच्चक्षुर्देवहितं पुरस्तात् शुक्रमुच्चरत् पश्येम शरदः शतं जीवेम शरदः शतं शृणुयाम शरदः शतं प्रब्रवाम शरदः शतम् अदीनास्याम शरदः शतं भूयश्च शरदः शतात् ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। हे ईश्वर दयानिधे भवत्कृपयानेन जपोपासनादिकर्मणा धर्मार्थ काम मोक्षाणां सद्य सिद्धिर्भवेन्न। ओम नमः शंभवाय च मयो भवाय च नमः शंकराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम ईश्वर स्तुति प्रार्थना उपासना मंत्र है। ओम विश्वानि देव सवितर्दुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रं तन्न आसुव। ओम हिरण्यगर्भ समवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जातः पतिरेक आसीत् सदाधार पृथ्वीद्यामुते मां कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। ओम ये आत्मदा बलदा यस्य विश्व उपासते प्रशिशं यस्य देवा यस्य छाया अमृतं यस्य मृत्युः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। ओम येन द्यौरुग्रा पृथ्वी च दृढा येन स्वसवितं येन नाक यो अंतरिक्षे रजसो विमानः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। ओम सनो बंधुर्जनिता सविधाता धामानि वेद भुवनानि विश्वा यत्र देवा अमृतमानशानास्तृतीये धामन्दये रयन्त। ओम अग्ने नय सुपथाराय अस्मान् विश्वानि देव वयुनानि विद्वान् योयोधस्मज्जहुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठां ते नमक्तिं विधेम। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम द्यौ शांति अंतरिक्षदं शांति पृथ्वी शांति आपः शांति औषधयः शांति वनस्पतयः शांतिर्विश्वे देवा शांति ब्रह्म शांति सर्वं शांति शांतिरेव शांति सामा शांतिरेधि। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम शांत बैठ जाइए शांत भाव से आंखें बंद करके उस परम पिता परमात्मा के सानिध्य में ऑब्जर्व योर ब्रेथ which is coming in and out. Focus on the forehead, shoulders relaxed, eyebrows slightly rolled up. Just relax for 2 minutes and feel the vibration, feel the breath going in and out. Thank you. Can we now rub your palm? Omji is doing the correct way, and put it on your eyes and open your eyes slowly. Thank you. if you can make me the co-host.
You are only the co-host. You are the co-host.
Thank you. Why am I not able to? Can you, 1 second, share screen? Okay, let me see. एक सेकंड गड़बड़ है. Where is the, I had my presentation here.
I think you have to first stop shared screen and then open your presentation.
अच्छा, stop.
Then share the screen. Yeah,
Okay.
but first stop it. Stop share screen, then open your presentation first.
Stop share screen.
Yeah.
Share screen. Remove. Okay.
And now open your presentation and minimize it.
No, I can't find. I had my presentation. 1 second. So this is the. Okay. Now I can share the.
Share screen, and then now you should see it. Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. Share screen. अब आया क्या?
आया, अब दिख रहा है ना? We can see it now.
Is that better? Okay. Can you see it now?
Yes, we can see you. We can see it also.
Okay. Okay. So, सबको नमस्ते. Topic is pretty extensive. What I'll try to do is just, if I can advance, good. So, our schools of philosophy, जो दर्शन हमारे हैं, I try to give a little glimpse of that. It's not humanly possible to cover, nor is it necessary. It's too complicated. So, we just in the Sandhya did He Ishwar Dayanide Bhavat Kripyanen Japo Pasanadi Karmana Dharma Arth Kam Moksha. We read the 4 words. That's probably is the summary of this topic, what that does. That means following dharma, and dharma ki definition you already know, dhrati kshama damo astayam, shocham indriya nigrahe dheer vidya satyam akrodho. Manuji has given it beautifully, and many other definitions as well. So while doing your duties, dharma doesn't mean religion here. Dharma means your duty. एक पुलिसमैन की अलग ड्यूटी है. Somebody is in military has a different duty. All of us do work, have a different assignment. Children have their responsibilities. As a society, as a member of society. So that is the dharma. Arth means to make a living while following dharma. Kam means to fulfill our desires, whatever our materialistic needs are from that, and then how we can dharma, arth, kam, moksha. All the darshan leads towards that. The three entities in this universe, the God, the soul, and nature. Our rishis have pondered upon this, why somebody dies. Who is this power? Who is running this universe? What is our relationship? Who are we? My arm, my leg, my mind. Who is this me? तो आत्मा क्या है, परमात्मा क्या है, प्रकृति हमारा क्या रिश्ता है, किस तरह से ये सृष्टि बनी है, how this universe has been created, how is it dissolved, all this pondering has been a subject of darshan. The way the chronology is, Swami Dayanand Saraswati has clearly written in the आर्य समाज के जो नियम है कि वेद सब सत्य विद्याओं का पुस्तक है. So Vedas are the source of all knowledge. Then came the Brahman, Aranyak, Upanishad, and then came this school of philosophy, the Darshan, before any of the other philosophy in this world. There are two types of darshans, Astik Darshan and Nastik Darshan. Now, Astik doesn't mean belief in God necessarily. जो वेद को प्रमाण नहीं मानता है, one who does not accept the authority of Ved is a Nastik. Vedic teachings, if you follow, you are an Astik. That's the basic of it. So जो आस्तिक दर्शन है वो 6 हैं. पूर्व मीमांसा, उत्तर मीमांसा, न्याय दर्शन, वैशेषिक दर्शन, योग दर्शन और सांख्य दर्शन. I will be showing you the slides for that. And then there are 3 Nastik darshan who don't believe the authority of Vedas. Buddha, Jain, and Charvak. I will not dwell on that. So having said that, these 6 darshan or the philosophy are Nyaya, Vaisheshik, Sankhya, Yoga, Meemansa, and Vedanta Darshan. They can be grouped into 3 groups: Sankhya and Yoga Darshan, Nyaya and Vaisheshik Darshan, Meemansa or Purva Meemansa, and Vedanta Darshan, that is also known as Brahma Sutra. Now I will go into the individual darshan. It is not possible to go all of them in detail, so very brief, and then we will kind of summarize as to what Rishi Dayanand has said, what the view of Arya Samaj is. So Nyaya Darshan was written, again, the chronology is after Upanishad. There is a reason to believe that this was way before Ramayana. Of course, Gita and of course Satyarth Prakash came later on. So this was way before Ramayana. Maharshi Gautam wrote this darshan. It has 5 chapters, and the main topic of consideration is the science of logic. Nyaya means something you discuss by which you can reach to a definite decision. And what were they trying to achieve? They were trying to achieve a decision about what I said: the God, the soul, the nature, the death, the creation, all of this. So then there's a lot. Nobody has seen God. We don't know what happens after death. Moksha kya hai? So then they try to come up with how to reach to a conclusion. So here in this Nyaya Darshan, 2 types of knowledge has been described: Pramaan, or the true knowledge. And knowledge kya hai? God, soul, and nature. and aprama means false knowledge or illusion. Pramaan is the proof to reach to that knowledge or prama. Very busy slide, don't need to go into, but just to make a point that to prove that there is a God, that what happens after that, to prove rebirth, all of those things, the philosophers, Gautam, who was the author of Nyaya Darshan, came up with the 16 elements. The proof, the pramaan, prameya, sanshaya, doubt, aim, like any dialogue, any discussion, people have pros and cons, and then somebody try to make a statement, even if they are wrong, they try to prove that they are correct. All those things are there. But, so what's the goal of this darshan? The real goal is to prove beyond point that there is God by looking at the creation. We have not seen God, nobody has. एक शायर ने कहा है कि वो बेहिजाब ऐसा कि जर्रे जर्रे में जलवा आश्कार, और उस पे पर्दा ये कि सूरत आज तक देखी नहीं. Nobody has seen God. So by looking at the creation, they're trying to reach to the conclusion that there is a creator. And what is the efficient cause? What is the ordinary cause? What is the end user? So this is what it pondered on. Now, pramaan or proof can be reached by, there are four things most important. Pratyaksh pramaan, you see something, you see a cow, obviously it's a cow. You see a book, it's a book. You look at the computer, it's a computer. That's a pratyaksh pramaan. Anuman means you take a decision. There's a heavy rain. When a swollen river is there, there must be heavy rain. If there is a smoke, there is a fire. If there are clouds, it's going to rain. So that's the anuman pramaan. And third type is upma. Rassi ko dekh ke saap aisa dikhta hai. That's a upman. So pratyaksh pramaan, anuman, upma means comparison, and shabd pramaan, authorities. Dayanand ka vachan hai. वेदों का वचन है, उपनिषदों का वचन है, वो शब्द प्रमाण में आता, word of wisdom. So this is how you reach. A prameya is what you want to proven. And what do you want to prove? Again, God, soul, and nature. And these 12 elements which Maharshi Gautam has described are the characteristics of the soul. Atma ke guna hai. Ichha, dvesh, prayatna, sukh, dukh, jnanani, atmano lingam iti. So these are the characteristics, how we see that ye atma hai, ye paramatma hai, distinct. So this very brief presentation of Nyaya Darshan. The next Astik Darshan, which goes with the Nyaya Darshan as a pair, is a Vaisheshik Darshan. Now, Vaisheshik Darshan deals primarily with the nature. महर्षि कणाद, इसका नाम पता है कणाद कैसे पड़ा है? Because this great soul, this great rishi used to pick up the grains in the field after it is left over. That's how he used to sustain. Nobody supported him. इसलिए उनका नाम कणाद पड़ा. So the story goes. It has 10 chapters with a total of 370 sutra. Now, इसका नाम वैशेषिक दर्शन क्यों पड़ा है? Because it deals with the vishes. Look at how we have in the physics or human, for example, we have a sperm and ovum, they join, one cell each, then it gets differentiation. There is a tissue differentiation. One is destined to become a liver bud, one becomes a pancreatic bud, one becomes an intestinal bud, one is the brain, all those things. So this darshan deal with what is special or vishesh. That means everything is made from atomic particle. What makes one particle distinguish or become an earth? What becomes water? What becomes air? What becomes fire? This is because it has a Vishesh element. So according to Kanad, there were 7 padarth. These are things or dravya, guna, karma, samanya or vishesh. And samavaya, that means relationship between cause and action, and abhav means deficiency. For example, ईश्वर का गुण है कि सर्वत्र व्याप्त है. आत्मा के गुण क्या है? एक देशी है, एक है. गॉड लॉर्ड परवेट्स. देखिए आप, ईशोपनिषद का जो पहला मंत्र है, ईशावास्यमिदं सर्वम यत किंच जगत्यान जगत. Lord pervades in all that exists. That's not the characteristic of the soul. Soul, I don't know what's behind me. I don't know what is outside this room. परमात्मा सर्वत्र व्याप्त है. वो दृष्टा है, हम करता है, हम करते हैं. So there is a difference. So there is a deficiency. So by positive, ईश्वर सगुण भी है, निर्गुण भी है. आत्मा सगुण भी है, निर्गुण भी है. प्रकृति सगुण भी है, निर्गुण है. So all this differentiation, that's a part of Vaisheshik Darshan. And incidentally, Maharshi Kanad was the first to describe the principle of gravity before Newton did. You would be pleased to know. So we have had which darshan? So Nyaya Darshan. Then we had Vaisheshik. Now we have the group of Sankhya Darshan and Yoga Darshan. Maharshi Kapil wrote this darshan which emphasizes on knowledge. Actually, the word Sankhya itself means true knowledge. Again, 3 entities, God, soul, and nature, all are eternal. You don't take pieces from God and make a soul, and then soul goes back into the God. You cannot get anything from nothing. There has to be change in the form. You burn anything, evaporate. You have to have something to get something. Zero se kuch shuru nahi hota hai. So for this creation, according to those darshan, 25 elements have been described. एक तो प्रकृति, मूल प्रकृति है. Then we have 5 ज्ञानेंद्रियां, 5 कर्मेंद्रियां, 5 सूक्ष्म भूत और 5 स्थूल भूत. कहते हैं कि जो पिंड में है वो ब्रह्मांड में है. That means these subtle elements, अग्नि, that means रूप, रस, गंध, स्पर्श और शब्द, जो 5 तन्मात्राएं हैं और 5 सूक्ष्म भूत है, those subtle elements, they are responsible for development of the 5 elements of nature, which are Agni, Jal, Vayu, Prithvi or Akash, or fire, water, earth, air and ether, and also our senses, which are senses, sensory and motor actions, eyes, tongue, ears, nose, skin, hands, feet, organs of defecation, urination, and rest of the body. So these are the 20. So 5 जो हैं sensory organ हैं, 5 motor organ हैं, 5 तन्मात्राएं और 5 सूक्ष्म भूत. ये 20 हो गए ना. एक हो गया मन, that is 21. एक अहंकार, एक महत्वत्व और एक आत्मा. That is the 24 elements, and the soul is the 25th one. This is how the creation occurs. This is pretty much a Big Bang theory. We read the Sandhya में कहा हिरण्य गर्भे संवर्त ताग्रे भूतस्य जाते पतिरेक आसी सदाधार पृथ्वी ध्यामते माम. हिरण्य गर्भे, that means in the womb. This universe was in the womb of the Paramatma. The present creation is only a third of the total realm of the God. So this is what this darshan describe. So creation. So what is Jivatma? Jab Atma, there is always a debate about when the life begins. Vedas make it very clear. Jis waqt Atma प्रकृति में मिलती है, when the soul enters that physical form, that's the beginning of life. There is no argument, neither soul alone nor the nature can result in creation. It has to be, and प्रकृति में जीव नहीं है, आत्मा में है. So this is the Sankhya Darshan. So the sequence of creation is out of this Mahatattva, followed by the intellect or Buddhi Tattva, Ahankar. Ahankar doesn't mean arrogance. Ahankar means feeling of self. एक मच्छर को भी feeling of self होता है. The existence that I am here. It is because of this ahankar that individual gets the desire to act. क्योंकि आत्मा के क्या गुण है? इच्छा, द्वेष, प्रयत्न, सुख, दुख, ज्ञानानि, जैसा मैंने कहा आपको. तो it develops because of that ahankar, feeling of ownership. So this ahankar further lead to development of senses, both motor and sensory, tanmatraएं and man. So this is how the creation occurs. Yoga Darshan. Any question in this creation sequence? I could stop. So we have done with the three very, very basic. This is very brief about schools of philosophy. This requires a whole lot discussion. So if you have any question, or should I continue?
I think you should continue.
Okay. Now Yoga Darshan, ये है सबसे काम का हम लोगों के लिए डे टू डे लाइफ में. योग दर्शन आपने सुना होगा. शीत, अन्नमयी कोश, प्राणमयी कोश, मनमयी कोश, विज्ञानमयी कोश और आनंदमयी कोश. These are not boxes. This is how our thought process is. Our mind go deeper and deeper. Yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahar. These 5 things called the external or bahyarang sadhan. Yam, niyam, asan, pranayam or pratyahar. Dharana, dhyan and samadhi are the inner. So what are they? Yam, niyam is the social code of conduct. Niyam is the personal code of conduct. Shoch, santosh, tap, swadhyaya, ishwar, pranidhan. And yam is ahimsa, satya, aste, brahmacharya, aparigraha. Everyone pretty knows here. Asan is the physical posture. आसन का मतलब है जो आसानी से हो जाए वो आसन है. Some of the postures which we have developed for are all because of the Hatha Yoga Pradeepa later on. Patanjali Yoga Darshan doesn't describe all those postures. Pranayam is breath control. इसमें basically जो description दिया है Patanjali ने, pranayam is the hold outside, hold inside, and then deep breathing. Pretty much that's it. Pratyahar means to disconnect the senses, but they are still not attached inside. Dharana is now you are able to focus, but it keeps wavering. Dhyan means now it doesn't waver, it's fixed without any external object. And samadhi is the deepest stage. So this is the Yoga Darshan. Yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan and samadhi. There are many other statements in Yoga Darshan. It has 4 chapters. One is Samadhi Pad, Sadhan Pad, Kevalya Pad, Vibhuti Pad, and Kevalya Pad. Pad means chapter. So this is very important. 5 states of mind. Kshipt, mood, vikshipt, ekagra and niruddha. अब देखिए आप जो शीत है ना अपने 5, अन्नमयी कोश, प्राणमयी कोश, मनमयी कोश, विज्ञानमयी कोश and anandmayi kosh. Pretty much similar. So in kshipt you are very disturbed. Mood means when mind cannot make wise decision. It is relatively relaxed, but it can't make a proper decision. It's not totally focused. Vikshipt is when one wavers between right and wrong. You are thinking, but still not. Ekagra is when you are totally focused. And that's what you achieve with the Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana. That's what you focus. When we talk of meditation, when we talk of living in present, Bhavishyam Neva Chintayet, that is the feeling it should be there. Vartmanena kalena pravartanta vichakshane. It should be living in present. Finally, the best state of mind is niruddha, which leads to a real peace. It's the best state of mind. Most of us cannot achieve. And the whole idea is to be able to, जैसे परमात्मा के सानिध्य में आने की जो feeling है, to be in unison with God, that's the feeling, and that can even lead to moksha. These are 5 states of mind. Now, also the Yoga Darshan is a beautiful code of conduct, how to deal with people. देखिए आप, Maitri, there are 4 types of people in this universe. Maitri, Karuna, Mudit, Upeksha. There are 4 types of feeling, and किस तरह के लोग हैं? सुखी लोग, दुखी लोग, पुण्य, and then those who are apunya log. So people who are happy, be friend with them. जो दुखी हैं, उनके प्रति दया करो. Somebody is sick, somebody needs help. जो पुण्य आत्मा हैं, great souls, don't be jealous of them. उनको देख के खुश हो कि ये कितना अच्छा काम कर रहा है, कितना अच्छा social work है, कितना अच्छा leader है. And then those who are crooks, people who are not good, ignore them. रहीम ने कहा है, रहीमन वो क्या है, रहीमन ओछे नरन को बैर भली ना प्रीत, काटे छाटे श्वान तो दोनों भांति अनीत. Bad people, कुत्ता अगर पागल है, काटेगा तो भी मुश्किल है, चाटेगा तो भी मुश्किल है. They are bad people. Sorrows, and this is the last on the Yoga Darshan. 5 type of sorrows. ये बहुत दुख का कारण क्या है? अविद्या. Again, all these are individual topics for discussion. अविद्या, अस्मिता, राग, द्वेष, अभिनिवेश, पंच क्लेशा. दुख क्यों होता है? Why are we unhappy? Because of the wrong knowledge. शरीर को आत्मा समझ लेना, शरीर को और बॉडी एंड सोल को एक मान लेना. राग मीन्स अटैचमेंट. ये गीता का सारा मैसेज यही तो है. अर्जुन ने यही तो कहा था कि ही कैन अटैच. तो श्री कृष्ण ने यही तो समझाया था कि बुद्धि किस तरह से भ्रष्ट होती है इंसान की. हाउ यू कैन नॉट फोकस इफ यू गेट इनटू दिस. एंगर एंड अभिनिवेश मीन्स फियर ऑफ डेथ. सो इफ वी have the right knowledge, we will not have this avidya and lead to happiness. So this is the Yoga Darshan, and another couple of minutes on the Meemansa Darshan. This darshan was written by Jaimini. It has 12 chapters and 2745 sutra. Meemansa means to resolve a problem or confusion about an issue with the proper logic. It's called Karma Meemansa bhi kehte hain. Again, it's all about soul, God, the Vedic philosophy, the Vedic teachings, what happens after death, Punarjanm ka Siddhant, all those things are a part of this discussion. And इसमें एक और प्रमाण दिया है, beside the 4 proof we have the प्रत्यक्ष प्रमाण, अनुमान प्रमाण, उपमान प्रमाण और शब्द प्रमाण 5 में दिए थे ना. इसमें एक और प्रमाण है जो अर्थापत्ति प्रमाण. जो लोग वेदांतिक, that's what they like to give, अर्थापत्ति प्रमाण. That means drawing a conclusion indirectly. That's Meemansa Darshan. And the 6th and the last darshan is Vedanta Darshan. This is what led to this concept of the Advait, जो वाद जो है ना, no, Aham Brahma Jagat Mithya. See, this was written by Badrayana Vyas. This was the last one. इसको also Brahma Sutra भी बोलते हैं. There are many authorities or rishis who have pondered upon this. They have translated. In Shankaracharya, for example, he considered soul as part of God, and the principle has been called Advait. जो ऋषि दयानंद का है आर्य समाज है, उसको बोलते हैं त्रैतवाद. यह है अद्वैत. रामानुजाचार्य विशिष्टाद्वैत. That means he said जो आत्मा और प्रकृति have special qualities of the Brahma. यानी कि इन्होंने प्रकृति को भी उसमें जोड़ दिया है. God, soul and nature are same with the different qualities. That's what Ramanujacharya said. Madhvacharya said that God and soul are different, Dvaitvad, but still no consideration for the nature. Nimbarkacharya was another one who said God and soul were same in certain ways and different in some ways. Very confusing. Dvaita Dvait. So we have Traitvad as per Arya Samaj, Advait, Vishishta Dvait, Dvait, and Dvaita Dvait. So these are different concepts, all about God. Brahma Sutra is all about God. So, and this is the Arya Samaj perspective of all of this. Rishi Dayanand, we like to say 1824, actually his birth was in 1825. He firmly believed that there are three entities, Traitvad. There are several mantras in Ved, Ishavasya Midam Sarvam, Yat Pinch Jagatyan Jagat, Ten Takten Bhunjita, Ma Gridha Kasya Siddhanam. Isme jo hai, that Lord pervades in all that exists. What exists is the nature. Who enjoys? The Atma. Dwa Suparna, Swaja Sakhaya, Samanam Vraksham, Parishas Sujate, Tayoranya Pipulam, Swad Nashnanyu Abhichakshiti. There is a tree, there are two birds sitting, one tastes the fruits of fruits and one just watches. So these are Traitvad, many of them prove that point. And so that's the most important. There's a confusion about different types, but overall, Arya Samaj firmly believes in the three entities. So to summarize this thing, that the philosophy, a lot of people say there is no discussion about God in some of these sutras. आप सब्जी की दुकान पे कपड़ा लेने जाओ तो मिलेगा क्या? तो षड दर्शन समन्वय, all these 6 schools of philosophy should be taken together. And कहते हैं, in order to understand the Upanishad properly, you need to read Darshan. Then you need to read other scriptures. So this is in brief 6 Astik Darshan, Meemansa Darshan, or Brahma Sutra, Nyaya Darshan, Vaisheshik Darshan, Yoga Darshan, or Sankhya Darshan. Or so I will stop share and go back to the this thing, and then if there are any comments, questions, I'm sure there are many people who know a lot more than I do. So I'll be willing to learn from this.
Anybody has any questions, please unmute yourself and ask it. Or if you have any comments to add.
And if anybody wants this, I already sent this to Raji. I make a minor changes, I'll send it, and then you can forward it to whosoever is interested in this.